Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and the London Green Save. We're back with another episode in the save, and since this episode and the last episode, actually nothing has happened. I've got the notepad. I had the notepad ready for anything to happen between matches, but absolutely nothing happened. You see, literally nothing. It was like selection advice, scouting. Naby Naby still could be playing for Pakistan, which would be very cool for him. But yeah, nothing's actually happened all that much. So we're going to go into this next game. We're firstly going to have a look at the overview of the next opponent, which is Pitt's Hangar Dynamo. Now, they play a wing play style. So what we're going to have to try and do is stop them from getting the ball out to their wingers. So when we have a look at the opposition instructions right here, we're going to ask the assistant first. But the wingers are on the ball. The wingers are on the ball. We want to try and force them onto their weaker foot so they can't get a good pass in. Wade is the other winger, in fact. No, it's Longman, sorry, not Sampaio. So we can cancel that one. We just defend him as regular. And then Wade as well. Now, if they're going to be looking for... They're going to be looking for crosses. That's all I'm really going to be starting out with on the instructions. So let's go into the tactical meeting. We're going to start on the positive number of goals we can see, lower line of engagement. We'll go to the selection. Okay, we're going to start on the plan B positive with shorter passing, a slightly higher tempo. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to try and trap inside, which means, again, we're going to try and stop them from getting the ball out wide. Going to trap inside. We've got the wingers on, the wing backs on just automatic. I'm going to change that to support, I think. On a defend duty? No, okay. I think support is probably better because I still want to add a little bit of something going forward. Okay. Now, Hall did play last game, but I'm going to bring Levi Flint back in. I'm going to drop Naby into the middle and then play Howard through the cam position. We've got Harris, Embleton, and Abbott. Let's go. Let's go. Okie dokes. Okie dokes. 2 games again in today's episode, as we always have in this season. As this season has gone on, I've kind of settled into a 2 games per episode kind of idea. And we shall get the game started with Pitt's Hangar on the ball. Let's actually change that camera. Let's see if the camera is a little bit nicer this time. We'll slow it down just a tad. There we go. Naby on the ball. Okay, can't find a pass, but that's all right. Let's see what we're able to do here. Young on the ball. Goes inside to Callin. Faulkner is on the ball. Finds... Oh, look at that. I mean, they've gone straight back to Faulkner. Now, we were trying to show Wade onto the weaker foot. That was the idea. And Longman's hit the bar early doors there, but... Oh, no, actually, Hopkins made a good save. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so this is why I'm always saying it. It's an important game. It's an important game. Every game we play is an important game. We want to try and win as many as possible. But after losing to Larkspur in that last game, and also losing in quite an annoying way where I actually don't feel like we were the worst of the 2 teams. You know, we ended up losing 2-0 and just throwing numbers forward at the end of the game as we were somewhat desperate to get a goal back. And we just could not. We just could not in the end. Which is, just a tad frustrating. Oh, here we go. Here's a chance, potentially. Flint on the ball, waiting for Abbott to make a run in behind. And Abbott didn't really feel like it. I think that actually might be something that we need to change on the actual tactics. Which is to get them in behind. Yeah, that might be something we actually have to change in the tactics from the main menu as well, because I want more runs from my pacey wingers into dangerous areas like that. There we go. Abbott, forward he goes. He's going to look for Harris. No, he doesn't find Harris. It's blocked by the defender. Goes out for a corner, but that's a little bit better. And now, hopefully, with that personal instruction thrown in, he should be looking to get further forward. get the ball into those kind of final third areas and either cut it back to Howard, who's going to be on the edge of the box, or try and find Harris, or obviously later in the game, we'll bring on Cameron Thompson and try and find him. Now, Callin whips that ball towards Longman, but it's well cleared by Maloney with a good header away. Grundy inside. Callin shoots from distance. It goes over the bar almost harmlessly there, really. Not really much of a problem with that one. Naby, from pretty good distance, finds Carlisle, who nods it up. And quite a loopy header there. It would have been quite something if that had gone in. Okay, so they're going to play it short by the looks of things, which means maybe I want to get the press going up a little bit higher. They are going to play it short like that. We've got that high line of engagement with a lower defensive line because we don't want to give them any space, of course. I think I'm even going to trigger that press a little bit more often. In fact, let's trigger it only on the right side for now. Depending on whose first touch is better. 5 is not great. 5 again is not great. 5 again, they're all 5. And then 4. Okay, you know what? We're just going to press the entire time. We're not going to give them any time on the ball. We're going to press the defenders and try and force them into mistakes that give us the ball high up the pitch. Naby goes for a pass in behind to Embleton, but can't find it. Faulkner goes long. Young on the ball gets tackled by Moanda, but somehow turns away, gets it out to Longman. But he's being covered quite nicely. Has to force it inside. Grundy, same again. I'm going to hope they have to force it inside. We do clear that one away. Abbott will get the ball, and there was an offside in there as well. So that was actually really well defended. I'm quite happy with the way we defended that. The possession is a little bit high on the pitch hanger at the minute, so maybe I think that lower line is probably the reason. We're dropping back and giving them a little bit too much time, a little bit too much credit. We'll go up to standard, and we'll see if the possession can improve a tad. Because they were on about 40%. We were on about 40% there. They were obviously on about 60. Let's see if we can get that climbing up towards 45 before the end of the half, perhaps. Abbott, lovely stuff. We've reclaimed the ball. Naby now, find a pass. He does find Howard. Now, Abbott, you've got to be making that run. Harris, there we go. Making those runs in behind. Harris shoots it, and it's in. And it's John Howard finding a lovely pass over the top. Chris Harris does so well. It's a really good pass from Howard now. So if I'm going to pause it here real quick, I'm wanting Abbott to be absolutely screaming down that wing, just flying down that wing to get into this space that they are obviously leaving. Instead, we've got, going to go to the sideline camera here. No, that's the wrong camera. So he's not actually changing anything. Go to the behind goal camera. Oh, no, it's because it's on a replay. That's why. Dang it. Go back to director and then go to sideline here. There we go. Okay, so Abbott, I want running into that space. I want Embleton running into that space as soon as Naby or Howard or even Moanda to a point get the ball. I want them screaming forward, and I want the pass going over the top to them. In this example, the replay, Harris is in the middle instead, which is also fine. I'm really happy with that, but I do want to see maybe the wingers just absolutely sending it far more often. Now, are they on attack? That would be something. Up the directness just a tad. To the slightly shorter. Are they on attack? They must be. They're on support at the minute, actually. But that's because we're on the positive. We don't really want to fly up to the attack mindset just yet. I don't think. Naby, lovely stuff. Really good stuff, in fact. Controlling the ball in a really nice way. And then Abbott, for some reason, they've let Abbott get on the end of that. They're going to knock that out for a corner. That was really bad defense from the left back of Pitsanger there. He kind of let the ball go. It was almost as if he was waiting for an offside call or something. And it ends up giving us a corner. No one is able to get to the ball in the end, however. Now, after 21 minutes, almost 22, Moanda now get the ball to Maloney inside Naby. Naby towards the back post. Abbott will jump and nod it onto the bar. You've got to put that one away. You've got to make it 2-0. Longman tries to find the cross, but Carlisle is there and clears it very nicely. He comes back again. Carlisle nods it again. You've got to stop the cross. There we go. That's it. That's the stuff. Okay, Sampaio. Okay, it's another corner. Fine. Wade on the corner again. Whips it towards the front post again. Lovett jumps. Gets it out again. And now we've got to get that line up and get to... Okay, no. They let it go out for a throw. Instead, maybe they've got a long throw in. I don't know. Mwanda with the tackle and the reclaim. Play it up to Harris. And then Harris out wide. And then out wide again, surely. There we go. Look at that. They're actually playing the sensible passes. Now Abbott towards the line. Towards the goal. He shoots it. And it's right into the middle of the goal. But that's the exact kind of counter-attack we're after. If Mwanda is there, winning the ball back. That's exactly it. Oh, that's gone over the bar. Carlisle plays it nicely out wide to Maloney, who's going to look for a pass. He finds Mwanda Nabi back to Maloney. Embleton, I want you making that run. I don't really want to put him on attack just yet. Now, I want you going. He doesn't go. See, now he's gone. But by then, the pass has gone in the middle instead, and that's not what we're after. Honestly, out wide, Faulkner will look. He does. Now, Pitang, we've got to stop that. It's a good ball in, and Wade takes the shot. Hopkins then palms it over with the one hand. And they'll go out for yet another corner. But we've actually defended them quite well. Can we defend this one just as well? Wade towards the front post again. Carlisle jumps, clears it out nicely. They shoot from distance, but Mwanda will clear it. And that's really, really good. Now Larkspur are 1-0 up in their game. I'm needing a favour from Peckham Town in that game. I mean, they're both right up there competing with us for the top spots in the division. So ideally, you wouldn't really be wishing for either of them to get a win, but I think Peckham getting the win is better for us because it would drag Larkspur back to our level, you know, get them back to where we are, close the gap. Good long kick, don't mind clearing it, and then we'll get it back. Love it, just play calmly, out to Maloney, there we go, nice. Into Nabi, back to Maloney, Nabi again, inside, Howard's there, lovely. Harris is there, Abbott out wide. Good stuff. Now, Abbott, run with it, bud. Run with it. He does just that. Look at that. Exactly it. Find Harris if you can. He looks for him. Embleton jumps, and Embleton at the back post just nods it in. That's very, very good play. That's really good play. I love that. From winning the ball back, goes from centre back to left back to centre mid to Cam, you know, to the striker, who then plays it out to Abbott, and then you've gone right wing to left wing, nodding it home. You've gone centre back, centre mid, Cam, striker, left wing, right wing, left wing, whichever way round. And we ended up with a 2-goal lead here. Very, very nice. Flint's been taken out there. That was pretty bad. Wade just kind of pulled him down. Flint finds a lovely pass into Nabi there, and then we just calmly claim possession again. Flint into Abbott. Abbott might look for a pass inside. He does. Nabi's there. Now, don't get tackled. Oh, he got tackled a little bit easy there. Kind of dawdling on the ball, Nabi. But the tempo is up, so they should be playing a little bit faster than that. I don't think I need to change anything just from one example of Nabi maybe losing the ball cheaply. There we go. Exactly. We're so well structured right now. I don't think one little mistake from Nabi needs to be corrected with a change. It does not. We've won the ball back, and Abbott will go again up the right-hand side. He cannot be dealt with. He's too quick. He finds a cross. It is blocked, but it will go out for a corner because the Pithanger goalie could not keep it in. Now, I am going to swap onto the extended highlights here. We've got a comfortable 2-goal lead. I want to get to half-time and reevaluate, and that was almost 3. What a save from the Pithanger goalie there. That was almost 3. We've got another highlight immediately on the extended highlights. Nabi, we're going towards the back post because that's our prerogative. And Matthew Lovett makes it 3. Come on, I think every combination of goals in this half has been a fresh combination. It's a great ball in. It's Howard to Harris, Abbott to Embleton, and then Naby to Lovett, and it's a perfect combination. It's actually a perfect combination. Playing on the positive mindset means that we're not giving Pithanger really all that much time on the ball to, play dangerously, get the ball into the wingers. That's what they want to do. And of course, by showing the wingers onto the weaker foot, we are controlling what they can do, how much they can contribute. So far, it's been very little. They've been getting the ball through the middle a lot more. Of course, that's the inside instruction as well. And if they end up taking another long shot, I'll actually be very happy. He's probably going to look for Longman. He finds Longman, goes back inside again because we're not letting him get the ball out wide. So they go Grundy on the ball. But look at, the structure of our team has been very nice here. Young moves forward. He's going to try and cross it. He does, but Carlisle is there. Embleton's there. Oh, actually, Grundy beats him in the air. They shoot. Well blocked. Carlisle gets it out. And the team are actually a little bit tired here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for a little bit of time wasting. Just to try and get us to halftime. Get us to that rest period that we're after. And that's well done by Maloney. Well cleared. And Embleton will chase it down. Now, can Peckham do a little something? That's what we need to know. They've just won the ball back, but then they end up just absolutely sending it. Maloney goes long. Try and whip it. He will whip it. Harris will jump. Oh my word. Harris kind of looked like he went for the jump. It didn't really... I need to see this, to be honest. I'm actually going to see this from behind the goal. I'm going to pause it a few times. So Harris is there, ready to jump. You can see that. The ball's coming in. He's ready. Howard's kind of meeting the ball as well. Oh, it's just hit the man here. It's just hit Endelovu, maybe? Probably got that very wrong. And then Howard is just there to send it home. It's a pretty bad error from the Pithanger left back. And actually, it's not the first. It's not the first, is it? So, yeah. We're 4-0 up somehow. Our XG is only 1.6, but we are 4-0 up in this game. And I've got no intention on changing anything just yet. In fact, the only changes I will make are personnel changes because of how tired the lads are. Because they've obviously just played a game not long ago at all. 3-0 Elmstead. Look at that from them. That's very nice. Well done, Lovett. Okay, that is the half-time. Now, the analytics are going to say very even. Look at that. With the positions we are on the pitch, the positions we're taking up. But look at that. The shots are very close. I really like that. I'm going to try and actually capitalize on that even further by saying work the ball into the box. I even think I want to go a little bit narrow. I'm going to go very narrow. Oh, not very. A little bit narrow. Yes. Okay, now. Into the dressing room. You've blown them away. It's an incredible performance for the first half. Now, who is struggling a little bit on the conditioning? Abbott is the worst. So he's going to come out for Ben Scott. Then you've got Maloney, who can come out for Lorenko. Oh, that's a bit of a risky one. I actually don't think I want to do that. This is, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, that's just the one change, I think, for now. Just the one change. Ben Scott for David Abbott. It's more or less a like-for-like when they're playing out on the right-hand side. They're very similar players. They're both very effective players, I have found. We've lost that ball a little bit cheaply. And did I say Maloney to Howard is actually another combo? Howard, of course, already had... Oh, what a save from Hopkins, and Naby clears it. And then we get it out. Howard clears that one long. In fact, I want Scott chasing that down. Very, very nice. I think this game has gone well. What? I think the game has gone well. Yeah, we're 4-0 up. Of course it's gone well. But what I want to say is more that I think this game has gone well defensively. because I don't really feel like they have had much to play with at all. Longman on the ball will look for a cross. He'll find Faulkner, who will shoot. And Hopkins pulls off an incredible save. That really was a good save. Okay, we're going to go. Oh, there we go. The players all disappeared, but they're back. Corner ball. Wade on the ball. Flint jumps and gets it away. And that's exactly what the defenders need to be working on. And look at that from Howard. Just absolutely send it. Just absolutely send it. Really well done. I don't even know at 4-0 if I need to keep on the extended highlights. I think I'm just going to drop to the key highlights. I haven't dropped to the key highlights in a while. Okay, we've given that ball away a bit cheaply there, Flint. Now cover your... You've got to cover. You've got to get back. He's not getting back. Block that cross. Goes into Wade. Now you've got to... Oh, this is not good. Yeah, that was not good. Flint. Off you come, lad. Off you come. That was a really bad mistake. I'm not a fan of that one. Bad mistake, giving the ball away in the middle of the park. And then a worse mistake, you know, kind of making things doubly bad. Not tracking back. Not tracking back and stopping your man. Because he gets the ball, he brings it inside. Wade gets the ball, Wade gets it inside. And then it's more or less always going to end up in the back of the net. What was that from Scott? That was really weird. I probably would have let the ball fall and then try and run onto it rather than... Wow, look at that. Maloney is struggling. They are struggling. The defensive line is struggling. We're going to have to rotate in this next game. That's gone wide from Longman. That's okay. That's okay. In fact, we've got the time wasting on. We're even going to slow things down just a tad here. And we're going to go back to the fairly wide though, because Scott is out there. One more change to make. Conditioning, it's got to be Maloney. I'll bring Olafsson on. I don't know if he can even play at left back, but it's only 15 minutes with a 3-goal lead. I mean, it's actually kind of nuts that we've scored 4 when Pitzhanger's XG is actually higher than ours right now. I'm not really quite sure how, because the header that we scored and the other goals that we've put in have been good goals. It's not like we've been just taking absolute pot shots from 40 meters, you know, like yards away. It's not really been what we've been after. Young takes the shot. I think Young was offside, to be honest. But whatever. Let's keep it going. 78 minutes now. Nabi whips it in. Lovett will chase it. Dobie on the ball. And we're not really on the regroup there, are we? We're letting them just play the ball just absolutely freely forward there. Where's the regroup? Where's the tracking back there? Poole on the ball. And it's well saved. And I would have been actually a bit scared if that had gone in. And it's definitely because we're getting tired. I know why this is happening. We're getting tired. We're on the back of a game against Larkspur not long ago. The team are really struggling. Of course, we've changed the 2 wing backs, which is probably the right decision. Because they want to play wing players, as we know. Let's just get through this game. We've got the 4-2. We've got the result that we're after. And it does look like we are going to be able to get through the game without much hassle in our way. Hopkins, it's not a great ball, but we're going to win it back. Olafsson does get it back. He goes back to Hopkins, who looks out wide. Just actually ends up just absolutely smacking it long, which is fine. 2.5 minutes to go. They go long. We should win that ball. Longman does. I mean, Olafsson just leave it. To Moanda, Lovett. Across to Embleton. That's not bad. Embleton find Howard. He does. Now Embleton, get in behind. Find Howard again. And just go. Just go. Have a go. There we go. Now go. He's going. There we go. That's it. Finally. Whips in the cross. Harris will jump. Harris won't get there. He'll fall to Scott. Find Harris if you can. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Back to Howard. That was brilliant from Scott. I really like that. Manfred Way getting a 90th minute goal against Brentham is a little bit of something. It really is. Manfred Way are a team that are slowly making themselves known, you know, getting themselves involved in this title chase. But I actually haven't spotted if Peckham have been able to get a goal back against Larkspur. I really hope they have, but I'm not sure. Now, Beckwith claims that one. quite nicely. I can't actually see the result. That's 4-2. We'll take it. We were 4-0 up. The second half matters none at all. Their XG went up because they played a good second half. Yep, that's fine. You conceded 4 in the first. The damage was done. You've blown them away. 4-2. We didn't really have to worry about the second half. I was a bit worried because we are getting tired. But next game will have to be a bit of rotation. We know that. We'll have to see how maybe, perhaps, some of the youngsters can do in the next game. I think it's against the Saints, so it wouldn't be the worst time to try out a couple of the youngsters or try out a couple of players who aren't really the first teamers. We'll have to give it a go. Let's see what happened. Larkspur got it was a penalty as well. So they are 7 points above us right now. But we have the game in hand, don't forget. And if we get that game in hand as a win, it's only 4 points the difference. Right. Okay, on we go. On we go. After a great result in the first match of the episode with a big 4-2, of which, of course, we were 4-0 up. So you could actually kind of say the 4-2 is a bit of a letdown. A little bit. We are at the important set of fixtures because, for one, we are playing against Saint Pantelimon? Pantelimon? I don't know. I still don't know. I've never Googled it. I never will at this point. And they are bottom of the pile. Tied bottom of the pile, I suppose, with Long Lane, who are playing Tower Hammers. We're at home. And Larkspur are not playing. So we have got to win this game. We've got to win this game, get to 28 points, level up on games played with Larkspur Rovers. And just know that, you know, as we progress into the second half of the season, we're almost at the midway point. You know, this is episode 7. Of course, 14 games played at the end of this episode. Next episode, that will be the halfway mark. And then we will have to go into the second half of the season as close as we possibly can with Larkspur. Now, we did have an under-18s game that I'm going to quickly show you. It was unfortunately another loss for the under-18s. They've had not that many, but it was again by 1 goal very late on, 79 minutes. And it was a game where both sides had a little bit of well, they didn't really have the shooting boots on, to be honest. Look at that. We had more shots, but less on target. And even they didn't have that many on target. They had a lot more possession. We kind of played a little bit of a reserved game. And we're actually going to go into this game against the Saints with the same kind of ideas that we were working with against Pittshanger, because they're playing the same way. They're playing that wing style game. But, however, we're going to have to pick on basically on a full rotation here on conditioning. So Maloney, unfortunately, has to stay in. I'm not sure I can really get behind that idea. I think I'm going to have to go move an under-18 lad up and into... It's going to have to be John Carson, I think. Move him up to the senior squad for this game. We go into team selection. I think John Carson is going to have to go in there. He's a pretty solid player. He's still a pretty good player. He's got some good stats that kind of work around the park. But yeah, he's going to have to go in there because of the rotation. We need the best possible conditioning out there. Oh my word, even Carson doesn't have great conditioning because he too has been playing games. Okay, well, back to the under-18s you go, Carson, and we're just going to remove from position there. Okay, well, who am I going to play at left back then? That is a real question. Let's go into the squad, then go into all players. Turn those filters off. Sorted by position, so we can take a look at the left back position. We not got any? Oh, there we go. That's because that also isn't on. I was going to say, I was like, we have more than that, right? Carson and Maloney, and then you've got Ibrahim and Bothroyd. Ibrahim with not the greatest set of stats, unfortunately. Bothroyd, however, probably a little bit better, a little bit more well-rounded. Tackling isn't great. But if I'm being honest, I think he's got to come in. I think he's got to come in. He's going to have to play in this match just because of the conditioning. He's actually pretty well suited to this team, however, so that's not the worst thing. Thompson as a starter, I'm not quite sure on that. I think I'd still rather play Harris in the starting position, and then Thompson is to come on. But other than that, it really is a bit of rotation. You can see that Tucky in centre-back, Malandine in goal. Do we need to go with Malandine in goal? I think probably Johansson could come back in, actually. Not that Hopkins has done particularly bad. Ruddock out on the right is a bit of an interesting one. I think that's Abbott's conditioning. Match load is quite heavy. What about Ben Scott? He could actually step in. So Ruddock doesn't need to be out on that right-hand side, despite the fact that he can play there. I'll have Abbott on the bench. In fact, no, I'll have Royal on the bench again for rotation purposes. And then Holloway, Grant on the left, Harris up top, Olafsson and Williams in the middle. That's going to have to be the team. It's kind of a bit of a forced rotation here. We're on the positive mindset, of course, just to start. I don't want to go too crazy on the attack. I don't want to go too cautious on the defense. And, oh no, still need to go out there, do your own thing, guys. See what you can do for you. Everyone's looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay, now I need to quickly turn the comp highlights on. And then also what I'm just quickly going to make sure we've got we've got the trap on. We've got everything we want on that positive mindset, which is perfect. Okay, well, Olafsson giving away a foul only 20 seconds in or so. Not the best situation. And we've actually never beaten the Saints. And it looks like that might continue on because we've conceded from a cross immediately. Now, I have got the instructions on saying, don't let them get crosses in. Trap them inside with the pressing trap inside where our numbers are. But unfortunately, of course, Bothroyd is in there as a young left back being asked to fulfill a little bit of a responsibility here. Go out there and play in the first team. It's not going to be easy for the lad. It's a bad pass from Harris that actually opens up the attack for the Saints. We've only ever managed to get a draw from the Saints. And we've managed that 4 separate times. The Saints have beaten us 4 times. And you can see just by being 1-0 down so early doors here, we're actually dropping down to 4th. Because we are currently taking no points from this game, which is not what we're after. Not what we're after at all. I think I'm going to tell the boys to go a little bit wider. Try and work those spaces. In fact, I didn't change the tactics, and I should have. These guys need to be getting further forward. And joining the attack a little bit more. Let's hit that play button again. Okay, so if we're going to concede, if we're going to go 1-0 down, I don't mind it being so early. You know, of course, I'd rather it not happen at all. But I don't mind it being so early because we still have a lot of time to get into this game and start having an effect on what is happening. Caldwell whips that in. It's well saved by Johansson. Back in the starting lineup, of course. However, look how much damage they are doing. Early doors here. They're really taking the ball a lot. They're playing such a high line. A really high line, in fact. But it's very early, of course, so they're playing very high line. Good stuff from Hawley. Clears that one away. Long shot goes over. That's no worry. That's not really a worry. So I actually think in this starting lineup, I think it's only Harris who is starter in both games. I don't think anyone else is. Maybe Olafsson, but I'm not quite sure on that. But we are getting absolutely dominated early doors here. 69. I mean, they're having no possession. But they're hitting us on the counter so quickly. They clear that one away. Bothroyd will take the ball back. Back to Tucky. Okay. I mean, look at that possession. How are we having that much possession? I think we've got to bring the line up. I think we've got to bring the line up. Got to start playing with this amount of possession in the dangerous areas of the pitch, in their part of the pitch. Great ball across. And they end up giving away a corner from it. Just getting the ball in there, I don't mind that either. Like, I really don't. Okay, we're back up to third, which means Manford Way must be losing. Olafsson with the corner in. Cleared out quite well, but it looks like we will get that back. Williams does get that back. Looks like they're fouling quite a bit. And again, we've just done the same. Okay, I'm making a change to the formation here because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. I'm seeing us with the ball quite a bit, but I'm not seeing us getting the ball into a dangerous area, into the dangerous areas. So I'm adding a second striker in Cameron Thompson a little bit earlier than he usually comes on the pitch, after 32 minutes or so. And I'm going to see if we can get some shots away because I'm not liking the fact that we are not getting the ball in the danger area at all. It's all the Saints coming at us. Well done, Johansson. There we go. Another little change to try and keep the ball a little bit more. We've got so much possession, but they're just hitting us on these counters, on these direct attacks, causing us real problems. Just over. Offside as well. Okay, that's fine. Olafsson on the ball. Out to Grant. Nicely done. Into Thompson. Gets tackled. No, wins it back. Very nicely done. Grant, go forward, lad. Really good. There we go. That's much better. And get that ball in. Okay, he tries. It gets blocked. That's okay. Grant probably will come off, I think, at halftime. I don't feel like Grant has ever really showed all that much for us. So I do maybe want to take him off and have a reevaluate on him. Harris at the back post. Can't get there. Brown clears it for a throw-in. I think it'll have to be Spanudakis. And then... yeah, I think so. Anyway, Olafsson on the ball. Into Hall. Looks for a pass. Looks for someone. Sending it into the middle. But we're not able to find anyone to get on the end of that. This does feel a little bit better. Feels like we're doing a little bit more here. Well, that wasn't great from number 5. Alex Tuckey. Back. Oh, Johansson, good save. Okay, I think we really just got to get to half time here. Well out. Get to him. Yep, get to him. Great stuff. Off the bar, my word. Another corner. I think I need us to go more direct. All that possession, not doing anything with it. Let's get direct. There we go. That's fine, okay. Because amazingly, despite the fact that we've had no shots in this first half, we are actually only 1-0 down. We're still in with a chance here. Harris is there. Harris won't quite get there. We'll go out for another corner. We are causing them some problems. Not a lot. Harris is probably going to have to come off at some point because his tiredness level is going to go through the roof. Great ball in. We jump. We won't get there. We will regain. No, Prescott clears. And we will try and go again. Not quite. Now, another chance potentially. Hall into Olafsson. Lovely. Lovely stuff. You've got to find a pass, Thompson. You've got... oh, offside. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a look at those analytical datas. And it's actually a little bit more even. Okay, so they have kind of dragged the line back a little bit, which is good. A lot of the players in our section there. So I think maybe we want to get the ball further forward, a little bit faster. Yeah, even more faster, much more direct. The second half will begin. I think a Grant is going to have to come off for Spanudakis here. Now, that makes 2 changes, which means I've only got the 1 change left. Olafsson somehow didn't get that ball. That was, like, right in... Oh, okay. It was an injury. Okay, Hall on the ball, into Scott. Back to Hall, into Olafsson. Forward to Scott, who gets tackled, go out for a corner. Okay, now I'm actually going to throw on the attacking mindset here as well. We're going to have to get up the pitch. Still without a shot. But never know. We could score from a corner. Oh, okay. When the Darkest chase that, we'll have a throw in. Still haven't had a shot. This is absolutely bonkers. There we go. Bothroyd on the ball. Finds Scott. Finds Thompson. Finds Harris. Harris will go. Finds Spanudakis rather than heading towards the line. And then get on the end of it. And it's well defended by Smith. And we still have not had a shot. This is absolutely bonkers. I need us to have a shot. Good ball in. Oh, what? Tucky was offside? What the heck? Still no shots. Caldwell on the ball. Looks in a bit of trouble, but does find a pass. They go over the top. Ikechukwu is there. Looking for a cross. No one in there. We will get that one away by the looks of things. Not really fully, though. They'll try and cross it again. Johansson will claim and punches it in. In fact, good clearance punch. Don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the Saints, but we just cannot get anything going here. You can tell I'm having a real big think here. About what I want to do. And it is just we've got to get the ball forward. We've got to try and get some dang shots off. How can we have not had a single shot in 55 minutes? That is just not acceptable. Royal comes on for Harris. Now, Royal adds another element of pace. The front line are just pace at this point. And that's gone over. Okay, Johansson. Looks like he's going to go long. No, not quite. Nice. He finds it to Hall. Maybe we will move this ball forward. Ball to Scott. Lovely. Gets tackled or go out for a throw-in. I mean, that was very slow play. Speed that up. Oh, we've got the full match on. When did I do that? I do not recall. Okay. Again, it's not a chance for us. Johansson's claimed it. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do here? Defending another corner. I've got to put it down to the rotation and the kind of the weaker we are in defense or whatever. I don't quite know. That's a cracking pass out to Spanudakis, and he is going to run. He is going to run. Let's get on the director here. Spanudakis on the ball. Keeps it on somehow. Back to Scott, inside to Royal, who shoots from yards. But it gets blocked, and Williams also shoots it. Oh, what are you... You've got to shoot it. You've got to have a go there. At least we've had one shot. Okay, now what else can we do? What else can we do? We're throwing numbers forward right now. Get that line even higher. Honestly, we're getting that line even higher. Okay. 27 minutes. We have had, 27 minutes to go. We have had one shot on target all game. And I'm getting rather desperate because another loss against the Saints would just be very, very us, wouldn't it? It really would be. Okay, finds Caldwell. He looks like he was probably offside. Doesn't matter. Johansson makes a good save, and I really can't see the ball on this camera. It's actually so annoying. Data analyst, look at that. I mean, that's very high camera angle. How can you see much from that? This is a better angle. Okay, we're going to have to go very attacking. Just numbers, numbers, numbers. Thompson into Royal. Just go. Just absolutely burn. Gets taken out. And there's a penalty, and maybe that is the golden ticket we need. Oh my word. Thompson, come on, lad. Come on. Oh, how the heck. Thompson has scored so many penalties for us. I'm not changing anything. We're going for... What the heck was that? What the heck was that? I want to see that again. No, I want to see that from the director. Oh no, okay, it was not that was I don't know what that was. That was weird. Okay, anyway, here we have an attack. Spanudakis whips it towards Scott at the back post. Albinson will catch it quite calmly. Okay, but we are now pushing the lines. Even Spanudakis could go in there in the middle, and we're just all pressing forward here. Just go absolutely forward. Just numbers forward. That's all we're worrying about. There we go. Royal wins the ball. Plays it into Scott. Scott's going to look for the pass. He's not going to find it. He'd probably go back here. I'd probably go back. No, he still finds the cross. We have the numbers there, but there's no one on the middle backing up the strikers, which is actually why I brought in the cam alongside. Now they're on the counter. Fanprom looks for Prescott, who finds Prescott. We make the save. Bothroyd will then clear it best he can. That will go out, and I'm going to have to go back onto the 2D Classic here. Oh, and not long to go at all. Yeah, another cross. The exact same. It's actually the exact same. It's a throw-in, it's passed back, and then whipped in. It's the exact same goal. Okay, we've got another corner. Bluffson whips it in. Prescott clears it, but we will get the ball back. Bothroyd on it. A lovely ball in. A lovely ball in, and that's a great save, but that was a great bit of play from Bothroyd. Another corner and another opportunity. Olafsson towards that back post. We jump. There's numbers. There's bodies. There's everyone everywhere. Spanudakis on the ball. He hits the post. Olafsson into Lorenzo. Onto Spanudakis again. Olafsson was offside. Oh my word. That was so close. Hit those crosses in. I don't mind. Hit those crosses in. There's no time left. There's very little time left. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Are we going to win this ball back? We are. Well done. Scott forward. Let's go. Royal into Thompson. There he is. Into Thompson. Goes himself. And I'm not a fan of that. The pass has got to be made, I think. Not long to go. Okay, can we win this and get on the counter-attack? Prescott on the ball. Turns and shoots and it's in. And that is that. Okay. Okay, fine. We just can't beat the Saints. They are a bogey team on us. We just cannot beat them. We only managed to get a goal there because of a penalty. So I really don't know what they have that we just don't have, but they know how to beat us. The rotation obviously is a part of it as well. We've got to remember that. But it's something you've got to contend with. You know, you've got to be able to play your B team and still come away with something. We just weren't able to in that game. So we'll take a loss. It's only our second loss of the season, is it? No, third loss. Third loss of the season. But the problem is that we lost to Larkspur. Then we do bounce back and get a lovely 4-2 win. Then we lose again to the Saints. The team at the bottom, we just cannot beat them. We don't know how to beat them. And unfortunately, playing our kind of second string defense, they took advantage of that. They whipped in the crosses and they took advantage. We are 7 points off of Larkspur, 1 point off of Camden, but we are in third and we are, you know, very much still in the race. I'm not giving it up just yet. A couple of bad results does not mean we give it up. There's a long way to go. And a lot of football to be played. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully next time will be a little bit better, a little bit stronger. I am going to put it down to rotation. I'm not going to worry too much. I think the players we have are good players, but the defense in that game had to swap in. It had to be swapped in. They were too tired. We would have had injuries. We would have had such a level of tiredness that I reckon we would have lost even worse, potentially. So wow, 10 games unbeaten. Nice for them. Banfrom did play well. He whipped the ball in quite a lot from that left-hand side. Scouting finish, questions. That's all right. I'm going to hit that continue button. We've got 7 days until an under-18s match. There's probably... Oh, no, there we go. There is a match on the Sunday for the first 11 as well. Okay, so we're going to check the schedule real quick. You can see we've got that under-18s match that I'll have to play. And then we've got Manford Way and Newbury Athletic. That'll be next time out. And again, there's no gap between these matches. It's absolutely bonkers. Why not just have it on the weekend? Honestly. Is there like a way you can, like, you know, ask to reschedule or something? Is that even an option? I don't think it is. I don't even know. It might be. I don't even know. Routines, fixtures, responsibilities. It says that he needs... Oh. Interesting. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the table. We've got 2 games next time out, guys, and we'll hit that halfway mark. Unfortunately, we have lost 3 games now. Saints down at the bottom just should not be beating us, but we can't beat them. We don't know how. So frustrating. But yeah, we've got 7 wins under the belt. Half the games we play, we are winning. We've just got to do a little bit better. I mean, 2 of those games are games we should have won, and we'd be up to 29 points. We'd be right in the fight. Thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.